5 here in OCE. This is the group stage for the Bulldogs, and I am feeling incredibly under the weather. So, today will likely be more of a semi chilled out day, to be honest with you. I don't think I'm going to be screaming too much. I do have today, then at 6 a.m. tomorrow, I have strictly business, and then I have at 5 p.m. AEDT tomorrow, I have the OCE mainstream, and on Sunday, I have football commentary and then RLCS mainstream as well. So it's a pretty hectic schedule at the moment. So we're not going to be doing, we're not going to be going crazy. And of course, as well, last night I was on the Scrimlion stream last night. So that was another couple hours of commentary. So that probably didn't help out to help out too much. So we'll be fine, I'm sure. But yeah, look, I've got a tea with me. I've got some honey drop things to have. I've been on cold and flu tablets all day. It's going to work out. We'll be just fine. Don't you worry one bit. We will be all good. No stress whatsoever. I hope so at the very least. That's the hope. Let me get the bracket up on stream. There we go. Yeah, so we won't go too in-depth. We won't go too insane today, to be honest with you. I mean, it's the Bulldogs. They should realistically be making it through without too many troubles. That being said, our opposition today are interesting. I'm assuming we're meant to call them 6-7 burgers. I have no idea. Shug, Relic, Kraid. I did see them play last night on Scrimline, and to be honest, they didn't seem too up to scratch yesterday. So that'll be something interesting in terms of stepping up against the Bulldogs. They are 3 very decent players, but different event as well. From a best of 2 format to RLCS, of course, in the group stage at this stage. That's our opposition in round 1. Of course, Caleb Hunter Karkar for the Bulldogs, if you're unaware. And in terms of who will play after that, well, we've got a couple of opportunities. That would be a good series to have an eye on, and Bougie streaming it, which is interesting. That's definitely a series to have your eyes on as well. You're Not a Champ, You a Clown, and Heartless. I think that was the matchup in Open 4, right? Or am I imagining that? But no mock as well for You Not a Champ, You a Clown this week is what I'm hearing. So that's something to look at. The winner of that will be against the Bulldogs, as long as we get through our first round matchup, which we should be. Yeah, let's have a quick look at how Open 4 unfolded as well. Of course, the Bulldogs through pretty comfortably. 6-0 on the day for the GSL, which we are in now. Hopefully, we can do something similar to that, so I have less casting to do. That would be brilliant. I'd be very happy with that. But yes, Heartless 4-1 over You Not a Champ, You a Clown in that one in the top 6, the top 6 qualifying match. So they're sort of in that area where we're expecting Heartless to potentially go again. It'll sort of, I suppose it'll show us where they sit, if they can get that job done against You Not a Champ, You a Clown. But again as well, that You Not a Champ, You a Clown roster will not be having mock play, which they would have on that event. Other than that, not too much going on. Power probably going to play Abyssal. That's the expected one there, and Abyssal, we haven't really seen too much from them formed, of course, in the off split. We didn't see them in the top 8, which we were probably expecting them to be around that top 8 side. Maybe not. It was sort of one of those they should be, with the players they have in particular. Luna, they didn't make that top 8 last event, but they should be in some decent form, you'd imagine, now after one event together. Take Flight as well over there. Who is on Unk? What am I missing here? Kame, Cobo, Bubs. That's a decent roster. Who are they playing? Fizz 6. Who's on Fizz 6 at the moment? I feel like they swap pretty often. That's decent side of the bracket as well, actually, for them. Wildcard, of course, on our side of the bracket, but they should be getting through pretty simply, would be the expectation. Hope you get better. Thank you. Sorry, chat. I'm so locked in on just getting through today. I will be paying attention to chat when I can, but it's just one of those it's difficult to really be locked in at the moment. I'm going to be so honest with you. I'm going to guess they're in private matches already, like the test lobby. So I'm going to request to join up and see if this is a test lobby. That being said, I need to get Ball up as well, actually. I haven't done that yet, so let me do that. I don't even have the Bulldogs set up at the moment. It's still the Strictly Business side. So let me change that up to the Bulldogs logo. Where are we? We should be getting into the action pretty soon. We're testing out the lobby right now, so not too far away. That's good. And OCE Open 5 group stage. We also do have pauses as well. If you're not aware of that, we do have pauses for the group stage now. So that's something interesting for us to keep in mind. But it looks like everyone's pretty much ready to roll on over to our first match of the afternoon. I can already feel my voice going, chat. It is... Oh, my... Oz and C Unicorn as well. Thanks for the follows. Appreciate that. Yeah, Oh, this is going to be such a yikes kind of day, I think, to be honest. But hey, I didn't actually add everyone on my Discord. I should have done that. Let me do that real quick. At everyone, Bulldogs run now live. All right, good to go. All right, hopefully everything works. All good. No need to talk too much, Money. Hopefully as I said, hopefully this is a 6-0 kind of day for us. And we're all good to get into business without too many problems. As we roll on over into the first match, it should... There we go. We're all sorted. For some reason, my vertical stream's a little different to what it used to be. Is it? No, that's fine. I don't know what's going on. There used to be a different screen on the bottom. Okay, chat. I do apologize. I remembered I don't have audio up. So let me just do that right at the start of the game here. And we're all good. No worries. We're all sorted. And the Bulldogs have not won a game. So I don't know what... Oh, because test lobby. I got you. That makes sense. But yeah, we're underway here. Let's see. And we also have the team colors wrong. Let me sort that up. Everything is not going right currently. There we go. We're all good. Sorry about that, chat. We're all organized now. So hopefully that's all good to go. But Bulldogs expected to get the result here, of course. The side of Shugs, Relic, and Kraid are a team that I think we're looking at a couple players that could really be, you know, in amongst it later come sort of maybe even end of next season. You know, maybe not quite at the top, but I think they're players with some potential about them. Shugs has had a couple of decent results. I'm not too sure about the results for Kraid and Relic over the course of recent history. But Shugs with the top 8 to his name, I believe. I think there's something there for these players, but I'm not sure if they'll kick that off today. The Bulldogs have typically not struggled too much in the GSL groups. They've had a couple of rough matchups against, I think, Wildcard in Open 2 and Take Flight in Open 4. But aside from that, this bracket looks very favourable for the OCE Open 3 champions, Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Hunter's safe. Kraid towards the centre. Kaka off the back wall will take his time on that. Finds the pass out towards Caleb. Nice play as he drops that one down into the corner towards Hunter. Across to Kaka and Relic up to the challenge. Now Hunter. Great first touch. The second touch was enough to give him a shot away, but not too much more. The Bulldogs at the moment, though, certainly with the most shots, and that's another one just too high. Now Kaka trying to dunk it down. Good save from Shugs, but the pressure is absolutely mounting right now. The Bulldogs not giving them a chance to get out of half. Spent so much time now with possession, with chances like that. Kaka slows it down again. Try to get the acceleration across, and Save came through as Hunter now off the sidewall. Great shot from Kaka. Easy as you like. Couple of defenders in net. No one could get a hand across to it. Should I put sick casting in the title? Or maybe a mod if you're here. Could you just put that I'm feeling unwell and the energy might not be super high intense as a pinned message maybe? Shugs. Now Caleb. I've avoided talking too much today. That's a big miss from Caleb as Hunter. Well, he should have scored that. I've avoided talking too much today just in the hopes that, you know, come Rlcs, I'll be absolutely fine. And I'm very quickly finding out that's probably not going to be the case. Already feeling some pain, which is very unfortunate. Kaka, 50 through the midfield. Oh, we've had a pause called. I think they're meant to do it technically in Discord, but maybe they're not for the GSL. I'm not too sure. Hunter has called the pause though and has left the match as well. Uncertain on what the situation is. Let me get the music going again. Apparently, Hunter cannot air roll. Is what I've seen in chat. So, controller issue by the sounds of it. He has left the match. He's rejoined now. So, we'll see if that works. But yeah, no air roll for Hunter was seemingly the problem. He has asked for us to resume. But I'd imagine they want him to test it somewhere else. So we'll see what happens. I'm seeing, yeah, okay, we're all good. All right, let's see. I'm not sure if he'll call pause again. If he can't air roll, but that seemingly has been fixed. I'd imagine he tested it out early and you could see him air rolling there. So that's all sorted. He's able to air roll once more. Caleb to the sidewall. Doubles to himself, trying to find the backboard play. Creed lost his footing on the sidewall there and gave possession too easily away. Shulks on the challenge. Now Creed up high and followed up by Shulks once more. Caleb challenge. Here's Kaka. Good cut from Shulks. Looks to find the double himself. Didn't get the second touch though. Still drops the ball midfield. Creed challenged on Kaka. Should be 2-0 it is. Kaka getting the shot through. And 27 seconds remaining. It's not done and dusted in game one, but you'd imagine that should be too far out of reach now, unless something happens on this kickoff. Which doesn't look like it will. That's a decent demo from Relic, and trying to just get someone else involved from the team. It didn't really happen there. Caleb on the sidewall. Drops past it. Now Relic midfield. Challenged by Hunter. Kaka up quickly. And Caleb just missed the touch. Hunter will look to drop it down for a third of the game. Kaka will hit the crossbar. Was looking for his hat trick. Wasn't found. Game one goes the way of the Bulldogs. What's up, Zach? How are you? I am very, very unwell, unfortunately. And I've got a long weekend ahead of me. So, you know, that's great stuff. But game one goes the way we expected. And Bulldogs pretty straightforward in their ability to get those goals on the board. And overall, you know, we're interesting to see that pause as well from the Bulldogs. We're back into the action with the GSL stage having admins in the match, and the Bulldogs making full use of it. Yeah, but it is an odd one. Hunter not being able to air roll. I don't know what's happened there. Strange one. Same, I'm super sick also. That's not great. It seems to be something around at the moment. I'm not too sure, but for me, it's... Look, I felt pretty bad on my last Strictly Business stream. I felt kind of shaky on that, just a little bit of a blocked nose and runny nose at times, and it went away through the week, and then all of a sudden last night it's come back and even worse. So that's unfortunate. What good training packs to work on my aerials? I'm sure there's videos out there that you can look at, because I don't have codes on me to point you in the right direction. The server has died though. This seems to be a strange thing where servers do go down for RLCS lobbies when they're meant to be the better servers. We have had the lobby crash on us, which I did ask. They're not allowing the team point of contact. The stream point of contacts into the Discord chats that they make the lobbies. So I can't really see what's going on in there anymore, which I would have in North America. I know at least they have that being a thing. So for it to not be the case in OCE, I mean, little interesting. It is nice to be able to just see what's going on in there, but it's not the case right now. We're not seeing that. But yeah, we're all just sitting in the lobby right now. I'm not too sure. We're not seeing the lobby go back up just yet. So waiting on confirmation waiting on the team to rejoin. It doesn't look like, yeah, we're not in whatsoever. So we are waiting for that one. I hope everyone's enjoying the start to their long weekends. I do apologize for the lack of high energy. I might just send a message at the moment. I am feeling unwell. Sorry for a lack of energy on the cast. Yo, Kai with the raid. I appreciate that, sir. How'd your stream end up going? I had you tabbed while I was doing some stuff. Hope it went well. Can I pin messages in my YouTube? Is that a thing? Is there a way to pin messages in YouTube chat? Do we know this? Oh, there is. Okay, hold up. Let me do that. Let me do that as well. Sorry, we're waiting on the lobby to go back up. I don't know what's happening right now. Oh, we're joining now. So let me pin these quickly. Pin. This is the warm-up game. Okay, this is not an actual lobby. Okay, we're back in. That's very interesting. It took a while to get the test lobby back up, so that's interesting. Yo, well, good. Appreciate the lurk. Yeah, it was good. That's good. Did Overwatch Val and CS, so it was a bit mixed. How long was the stream to get 3 games in there? That's interesting. All right, very quickly, we've been given a lobby is good. Let's roll on over. My tea has gone cold. I don't think that's really helping anymore. It's not great either. I'll be honest. Let me just finish it off because I don't want to have that any colder than it is. Yeah, that's not great. I don't recommend that. I do remember you, yes. Okay, we should be good to go. I don't know who this ref is, actually. They're, I believe, a SSA ref as well. They've got the OCGL tag, and I think that's the SSA stream stuff. $500? $500 for what? I'm very confused. Okay, game 2. What the good news is... Sorry, I've had a friend tell me to use the flu to my advantage. I don't know what he means by that. I'm uncertain. Anyway, we should be good to go into the game now. Welcome everyone. Hope you're doing well. As the pin message says, I'm not doing too well today. I am feeling quite unwell. So, bear with me as we try to have as much fun as I possibly can muster today. But unfortunately, it's not feeling too good. Hunter, reset across, shot from Kaka. I do have a lot more commentary to go across the weekend as well, so just trying not to burn myself out on the first one today. Caleb, that's a dangerous reset. Didn't make its way to the back of the net. Relic and Kraid with a pinch. Now Caleb drops the ball down to himself. Pass off to Kaka. Too much pace on the second touch from him, so Hunter now out to the corner. Schultz couldn't get by. Kraid will send that down line, and Kaka will retreat into the corner. Looks to fake low underneath Relic. Good challenge as well by Kaka. Kaka off the sidewall now, dropping towards Hunter. He backflips. Hunter, of course, having those tech issues in the previous game. Kaka. Shooks forward, and Caleb will play that back. That's very dangerous, actually. Caleb did well just to get back to it still. Now Kraid, corner ball. Hunter. Tried to have a light touch there. Too much pace on it. Relic down line. Wall dash has got him in position, but couldn't get off the wall in time for the challenge. Kaka looks to lay off Hunter. Now Caleb, back to Hunter again. Up towards the ceiling, finding a reset. Shultz will play that away. Kraid got a demo, so it's a 3v1 situation. Shultz to Relic, and a bump was attempted. Caleb and Hunter getting in each other's way there. Chaotic game at the moment as Kaka will find a reset, trying to stamp his authority on the match after scoring 2 in game 1. Caleb. Kaka across to Hunter. Good combination, light touches from Hunter. Couldn't make too much of it as Shugs will look to play in Kraid there, but Caleb will go for the pinch. Good play from Kaka. Good demo from Shugs as well. The physicality hasn't quite been there in this one. It hasn't really been that Demolition Derby feel to matches the Bulldogs participate in. Good drop down from Caleb. Now Hunter. Kaka finds a back wall. No, just finds the net. I thought it was going to hit the back wall or the post and drop down. It was not the case. A nice 1-2 move. That gives the Bulldogs the lead once more. Haven't run away with games so far today, the Bulldogs, so don't expect them to do so here. It's been a controlled game from the 6-7 burgers. Kaka. Hunter finds a double and no save comes through. No one able to really stretch with that. There was 2 towards the net, Relic and Kraid. Both jumped, both in roughly the right position. Just not quite stretching. Good kickoff play. Caleb will have a chance to find a bump. Kraid makes a save, but Hunter follows in and, well, maybe now the scoreline's getting relatively out of hand. I didn't think it would, but we're just seeing things somewhat fall apart. Shooks 50. Had a lot of free room out on the sidewall there. Tried to find a flip into the reset. Couldn't do so. Karkar now. Looks to take it over the top of Relic. He cuts it out. Finds a reset himself. Relic, that's a great play. Caleb, though, up to scratch on the defense. Karkar. Corner double. Couldn't quite find the second. Hunter, that's dangerous. Drops to Kraid, and he's missed the shot. Relic on the follow-up. Wide of the mark once more. And the Bulldogs not looking the most composed on defense, but I think the same could be said about the 6-7 Burgers. They're not really capitalizing on the chances that the Bulldogs have offered them on occasion now. 30 seconds remaining. Probably need a score off this play to keep the game interesting, and they just can't do that. As Caleb will play that one central. Kraid. Now Shugs. Drops to Karkar. He'll take that one up, and Caleb underneath, trying to drop it down himself. Kraid towards Shugs. Bulldogs looking for a fourth at the end of the game here. Hunter finds a reset, stays with the play, and Karkar will have, well, quite possibly the easiest goal of his life. Courtesy of that play from Hunter. I think I'm going to have to go get some more tissues to blow my nose, I think. Very quickly running out. This is not the way that I imagined this weekend going, with how unwell I actually am feeling. PJ with the Steam sign. If you aren't already in the Discord, make sure to jump in over there. I don't know why. Oh, I'm just on YouTube chat. Sorry, chat. It's not been showing what's going on Twitch there. It is now. What's up, Pixic? How are we doing today? I am very under the weather, to be completely honest with you. So the vibes are not low, but the vibes are chilled today, unfortunately. So that's great. So yeah, the games are very interesting to cast. I'll tell you that. It's a very different thing. Super locked in. Got my Karkar Bulldogs jersey. That is crazy that you got that, man. It's actually crazy. And the server has gone down again. I'm not sure what's happening. But yeah, if you join the Discord, you'll have to verify, but there's a Steam sign category in there, a channel in there to go look at. I can tell from your hair that you're under weather. What do you mean by that? What's wrong with my hair? What's wrong with my hair? I really don't know what's going on with the RLCS lobbies. I feel like it hasn't been this bad typically, but we have seemingly got some weird sort of bugs where these RLCS lobbies do seem to go down at times. I did just see a crazy looking preset from, I think, Hunter, but he's not rocking it. Lead 1,000. Oh, I mean, you know. I feel like there was issues with the RLCS servers beforehand. They've got less issues, I think, during the game. But it seemingly always be not on mainstream. Mainstream, I don't know if it's two different sets of like RLCS lobbies. I don't know how it works, but it seems like whenever we do have admins for the group stages and whatnot, we can't ever really have a non-issue match. It always seems to have servers going down. I've seen a couple of changes. I believe that is Hunter changing his preset and maybe Caleb as well changing his preset. I'm not too sure. We're taking some time to rejoin the match, but we are ready to go now. Looks extra good. I just don't know. I don't think it does. If I just seen, okay, I'm not sure if the admin's going to tell them Have they had these presets the entire time? Mac, thanks for the follow. I don't know if these guys have the have had them the whole time, but I'm seeing a couple of esports decal presets, and I'm pretty sure they're not meant to have those. I join the Discord. Where's the channel? You need to verify first. I think it's in the welcome channel. You have to click the verify button, and then you can. There's a channel called Steam Signs. I think it's just under general, in the general category. Looking very handsome today. Yeah. I must have done something different today, I suppose. I mean, the good news is, you know, I'm very sick, so that's not the good news. The good news is, I'm down 20 kg, but on the day that I'm down 20 kg, I get the flu. So maybe it's a lesson. Don't lose weight. Is that what I'm feeling from my body right now? Got it. All good. Hunt's up. This is the official lobby now, by the way. Hence why it's on stream. But, yeah, I'm not too sure with this... with the rules of not having different presets and not having, like, esports decals, usually a thing. Maybe on mainstream only. I'm not too sure. Kaka. Demo from Kaka on Relic on the back of play. Hunt up. Back wall touch. Relic to the corner now. Here is Shulks. Has Kraid just below and opted to go for it, but I think they've saved the shot when they absolutely did not need to. 6-7 Burgers yet to score a goal, right? There's what, 2-0 and then 4-0? Yet to score a goal, and that was quite possibly their best chance. And one of the two there probably just put it over the crossbar when it was already rolling in. Kraid tries to flip into that play. Hunt up towards the corner. Kaka. That's a delicate touch up high. Now Shulks dropping it down towards Relic. He just goes for the demo. Trying to get the boost grab as well. Kaka goes past it. Won't find the bump on Relic, and Relic has the chance to play that one forward. Hunter again. For Kaka. That's a good touch. Baits two defenders in. It's the post, and Caleb won't miss from there. Beef, thanks for the follow. Real Bulldogs playing right now too. They lost to my team the other week, so it's not great from them. Why this game is popular? I don't know, man. What is going on the sidewall? Done. I'll get to that when I can. That's a great drop down, and they do have a goal in the game. Tied it up. First goal of the series for the 6-7 Burgers. Thanks for the follow, 10-10. If I forget, if I take a few days, PJ, just at me in the server. That's dropped underneath from Caleb, and it didn't take long to re-establish the lead. That's a nice touch low from Caleb. Hunt up from his own back wall. Reset past one. Towards Kaka. Shot wide of the mark. I think Kraid got a piece of it. Just to push it wide again. Here's Shulks off the sidewall. Uses the flip to get another one, and it was dangerous once more. Just not quite coming off for the Burgers. Relic forward again. Shulks has a chance to shoot. Delayed it long enough to get past Caleb, but probably delayed it too long. And the shot was sent wide. Kraid. Touch into the midfield. Relic. When he gets the touch towards Kaka, he'll find a sidewall double. Kraid will look to get that back into the mix. Good speed from Hunter. Didn't really have the boost to get the shot away, so just put a ball into the area. Again, good play from Kaka. Should find Hunter. Hunter, no connection. Relic towards Kraid. It's not really working. But the plays are getting better from the Burgers. Kaka towards Hunter. He'll find the back wall, and Kraid will just send that long off the EU. Caleb trying to find a back wall play, but drops towards Shugs at the top of the box, and the second strike came through. Kaka got behind it a couple of times. Caleb again. Good touch by one. Sticks to the side wall, and that center ball might end up being towards Relic, who gets a double demo. One either way. Shugs finds a reset going low. He's trying to find a mechanical spark in this one, Shugs. It's just not quite working. As Hunter looks to put the final nail in the coffin there. Shot wide again from Kaka. Relic gets a reset from the ceiling. Plays it forward. Shugs to the back wall. Followed up. And it's a good drop down. Great play from the 6-7 Burgers as Kraid puts that one home. And they've tied us up in the last 31 seconds. Everyone involved in the play. Not the speediest of goals, but they all count the same. And the play overall looked very, very high quality. The Bulldogs not wanting to take us to overtime. Kaka off the sidewall. Good play. Dropping towards Caleb. He'll find the first touch too difficult to get back to. Down from Hunter just gives the Bulldogs a chance, although that is a goal from Relic. It's so awkward from the Bulldogs. I don't know what's happening there. Hunter and Caleb getting in each other's way, and then Relic, the one that benefits off it. 4 seconds, 2-3. Reminiscent of a certain Rocket League goal. I'm not sure we'll see it here. Caleb towards Kaka, kept alive. Caleb will try to just keep some height on this play. Demoed by Relic through the smoke. Hunter cannot challenge it well, drops down. And that is a game 4 on the cards. What do you mean? Apples, Hatagane, and Exfusion swept Amphis, Fades, and Scrub? Did that actually happen? That is interesting. They did. Is anyone watching that? Is Take Flight got a team stream today? Do we know? GZ? Is he live? He is live. That is interesting, to say the least. I just don't have any energy, chat. I am so sorry. I really wish I had something more to give. I'm trying. I really am trying to provide something. I think the players joined before the referee wanted them to, but hey, it's fine. Can the Bulldogs secure the game here? I mean, it was an error from them that cost them that late goal. It looked like the Bulldogs were probably going to score that late goal, and it just didn't quite work out for them. Kaka finds a corner play, trying to find the bump as well. Caleb. Shugs drops by, and not sure a bump as well. Hunter out to the sidewall. Kraid and Shugs both getting bumped. Caleb playing around the corner. Shugs clears towards Relic. Gets a reset, stays with it. These are 3 players that can produce mechanical moments. We had to see something mechanical come off for the Burgers, but taking a game gives them a chance to show something more. Bulldogs trying to find a bump there from Kaka. Caleb. Rather playing it to his own back wall. Craig will play that down line. Kaka just reversing in the midfield and getting caught in all sorts at the moment, the Bulldogs. And again, they're just bumping each other. Not on the same wavelength. Certainly nowhere near what we saw from them in that open 3. Shugs takes a challenge, no, drops down to Craig, and they have the opener. Shugs just catching the eye there of a couple defenders, and I think they just lost sight of the fact Craig was going in for the shot. 1-0 to the 6-7 Burgers. Kaka. Hunter could strike. They're tied up. And Shugs just not getting a good 50-50 whatsoever in the corner there. Not much he could do better, to be fair. Craig looking to provide a chance there rather than going alone. I wouldn't mind seeing a couple of those efforts just turn into solo plays every once in a while. What a decal, though, just quietly. What's up, Gus? It's not too bad, but then again, the team that have that decal don't seem to use it all too often, so I'm not too sure what's going on there. Hunter reset. Craig 50'd on Kaka. Caleb pops over the top of one, gets back to it with a reset. Great play from Caleb. They've turned it back in their favor. Great play. Double reset. 2-1 the Bulldogs. And that one just not quite going in for the 6-7 Burgers as Kaka looks to find a reset himself. Caleb. Craig, that's an open net. And it's just happening all too often for the Bulldogs. It felt like the Burgers just couldn't score goals in the first 2 games, but it's becoming all too easy to score them now. Tied up once more. Caleb dropping that one down. On target from Hunter. Craig was able to get across for the save. Kaka reset. Going underneath. Shulk's got a touch on it. Now Hunter. Craig moved through the midfield. Caleb will take this to his back wall. Bulldogs very good at these sort of plays. Hunter will wait for a pass off potentially, but he might go alone here, Caleb. Craig did very well to get 2 touches on that. Won't get the third. Kaka will. Challenged on Shugs in the midfield. Hunter again. Into the corner. Craig will be there with most of a tank full. Finds one reset. Wants the other. Don't think he found it. No indicator. As Relic looks for Shugs again, and Caleb will be there. Craig infield. With the infield. Found absolutely no one aside from a Bulldog as Kaka finds a reset. Now Caleb will find the top left. Nice play from Caleb and Kaka. 3 defenders back, but not in the right position to make the stop. 48 seconds remaining. The Bulldogs looking to get themselves back on track and secure the series on there. Shugs has something to say about it. Kaka will get done in there. And a 3-3 game. We're tied up again. Kaka finds a bump and he goes alone, and that's another one. This is an absolute shootout in game 4. Good reset. Couldn't find too much more from that play. Caleb with the challenge now. Kaka look to drop it down. Hunter will take the shot and forces the shot down low to have the bounce. And again, a couple of defenders around the area. No one able to reach it. .22 seconds remaining now. It feels like it's probably going to be the Bulldogs. Just to close out the series here. Hunter. Good play forward. Kaka has kind of an open net to aim at. Relic gets back with a touch. Just keeps the scoreline closer. They won't have enough time to impact the series score. Bulldogs will keep it alive. 2v3 at the end of the game here. Still alive at 0. Craig dropping it down. And Caleb will find the ground for the Bulldogs. Series done in the end. And the Bulldogs get through with just a scratch. Nothing more. How did Xfusion sweep Fade's team? I have no idea. But I did hear that. What's going on? Do we have any other matches that are still being played? What's the go? What's up, Gibson? There's a Fizz 6 game 5. I guess we can chuck that up while I'm looking at other stuff, I suppose. Couldn't hurt. That being said, let's have a quick look over here. This is still going? Is Booge live? Is he still going? Is this match ongoing? Oh, it is. Oh, it's not. Okay, champs get the win. By the look of it, in game 5. So we won't have long before we get into our next one.
Doing the kickoff, that's great. Fizz in the demo. Corp now. Oh, looks for the 50. He's gonna have to pre-jump. He's gonna leave it though.
Wait.
That was a good call by Jimmo to say.
We take on Fizz 6 after this. Predicting them to lose.
Like on their touches, man, like off the walls and that.
Kind of ego from Ground Zero, right?
Whereas we're used to sort of seeing those really good 50s by
no boost. Oh my god, Orange team is super awkward though, but we have nothing to challenge it, unfortunately. Gonna look for a touch. Good 50. That's a great shot though. Nice save by Fizz.
I mean, if I look at these rosters, I'd probably would expect Unk to get the win.
Looks for the double. Oh, it's so awkward.
Probably should be scoring that note.
Great 50 by Fizz.
I don't know if it's... realistically, I should be on Fizz 6 stream, shouldn't I? Is their stream? Where is the Fizz 6 stream? I do follow them. Where are they? I'll show more. I'm not seeing Fizz 6 live. I do follow them. I do. Okay, I guess I... Top? Am I blind? I mean...
They're still in this.
I am blind, yes.
Jimmo, it's gonna be a nice touch. Corp manages to put that
it's a little glitchy. I didn't know if it was Ground Zero stream or if it was the Fizz 6 stream, but it looks like it's the Fizz 6 stream.
All that he has. Fizz looks for the touch to the sideboard. Jimmo's gonna hold.
That's an interesting name, Mina Rlo. That's a
nice beat out though. Good control.
Interesting. Lol. Yeah, I am a little blind. I apologize.
He does get it. Fizz now looks for the 50 low. He does get it too.
I've turned around.
Unbelievable 50 by Physical.
exactly what I was saying before, bro. Like, we haven't been getting the 50s, and Biz
After
is the
7
guy,
years, I
mate.
finally
He
hit
is the
C2.
50
Nice.
king, man.
That is the man we need on the ball for the 50s. He is the one. Clear the way.
I don't know, he's got a different car, bro. It's like he's using the Merc, but he's actually in the bloody
Who's the
Fennec.
casters?
He's got the biggest hitbox or some shit.
Corp looks for a demo. He gets
It's
one.
very-
That's massive.
It's
Big
very
physical
Australian,
motion.
isn't it?
Try and get the touch. Corp bit awkward on the back.
Oh, that's
board.
almost
Oh,
horrendous.
But it's gone now.
That's
favor.
almost
Oh my
horrendous from
God.
Fizz 6.
Jimmo, nice touch. Big 50. We're getting a bit careless here, boys. Let's try and slow it down.
Where am I hearing the music from?
Good fake by their own team.
Oh
Save though coming in. Oh, bro, just put the ball down, please. Jimbo with an unbelievable touch. Looks for the double. Goes for the pass.
Uh oh. Go on, Cobbo.
Orange team, Corp now. He's going to
Yeah,
get
never
involved.
mind.
He does it. It's
There you go.
down. Oh
Done.
my
Oh
God.
my god, what a
Somehow
series.
we have managed to pull this back.
That is a good series.
Unbelievable play by the boys.
Holy.
Dude, I mean,
Resi
that
and
series
Bush. Gotcha.
could have gone.
All right. Well, that's that done. I think that's pretty much all the series done now, right? We should be moving on to United Champion a Clown at any moment's time, I'd expect. So no worries about that. Let me get the music back on. I'm still feeling very energy drained, but I'm feeling all right. I mean, I'm not feeling good by any stretch. But it's better. I am feeling better. I wouldn't say better, actually. I feel like I can tolerate at least one more series. Hopefully, we just do one more series and nothing more. That would be ideal. I don't know if I could handle a third series, to be honest. I'm glad that we changed the GSL format, actually. I'm glad that we don't do the seeding match anymore. That's good. I do like that. But I don't know how long they take to set up the test lobbies, so... Or how long it takes us to join the test lobbies as well. I suppose that's the other question. But I think that's every series to be done already, right? Also, Nerve got a forfeit win over them. Who's on that roster? Yuxi Inspire Worthy. Forfeit. Interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. Who is this? Is that a new roster? Wait, is that... They got picked up? Hawks team's picked up? Is that a thing? I haven't seen this. Yo, tell the boys to never take 45 minutes again? What? Who am I telling? We didn't take 45 minutes. Your little roster, we've been chilling. The match just started at 5. We've been chilling for the last, 10 minutes. Coming in here real aggressive, Jar. Coming in here real aggressive. I don't like it, man. Angry boy, actually. I don't know what that guy's problem is. No idea. What's that guy's problem? Me neither. Waiting is supposed to be for the Swiss stage. To be fair, you were doing Virtus Pro, right? You're doing Virtus Pro. Because how did we like the GSL's mainstream stuff in Open 4? Because I personally did not enjoy it whatsoever. At least you don't have to do that. Horrible. It was not good. I will say, I was happy I was in Group A because I got to go to bed sooner. That was good. But I didn't envy CJ, who had Group B. So he had another series. It was 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. And he had another series to do. Whereas I was done at 7. So that was all good. But hey, at least we don't have that. To be fair, when we did our stream for mainstream for OCE, we didn't make other people wait. And we also didn't have 4 different games going on at the same time, which we, probably, Hazard would probably be able to make it work, but we wouldn't have 4 cameras either, so. But why are we waiting an hour on Friday? Yeah, absolutely. I think that's what I posted something along those lines. Of like, it's a good change. They've gone to what they have. I'm happy for it because as a player I'd be frustrated and as a caster I'm glad that they changed it because now I have to wake up at 6 a.m. and not 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. So that's great. Happy about that. Chat, it's cooked when you drink water and it hurts. That's where I'm at in my sickness right now. That's where I'm at right now with my sickness. It's not great. It is not ideal. I'll tell you that much. Do casters make a livable wage off casting, or is it more like a side hustle? For me, until recently, I made almost nothing from casting. Now I don't make a livable wage from casting, but I make more. NA and EU might make a livable wage. I don't know. I'm not too sure though. One sec. Far out. I do apologize for the low energy. What do you do for work? I commentate football. So from that, I make enough money. But from Rocket League stuff, I don't make enough. Like the NRL, no soccer. Wait, A-League? No, I don't commentate the A-League. I commentate the 3rd to 5th tier in my local area. Love to do the A-League at some point. That's definitely a dream job of mine. NPL, no, it's... So there's in the Hunter... Well, the Hunter, the Lake Macquarie and Newcastle region, there's obviously the A-League, so like the Newcastle Jets. Then there's NPL. Then there's Northern League 1. Then there's Zone League 1, 2, and 3, and I commentate Zone League 1, 2, and 3. I would like to do NPL. I'd like to do the A-League. That's certainly dream job category. But I think it's gonna take some time. Lots of hours? Not really, to be honest. I mean, I at most do 2 games a week and a podcast. Yeah, I do 2 games a week / and a podcast, or I do 1 game a week and a podcast. It just depends. On the situations. Like last weekend, I couldn't do both games because the men and the women's game were not at the right time. And like they crossed over, so I couldn't do both. And in terms of research, it takes a long time. Where can you find the podcast? I wouldn't recommend it. We've had some audio issues recently, so I wouldn't recommend it until it gets fixed. It's very heavily related to the league as well. Like it wouldn't be interesting to someone who doesn't watch the league. Didn't realize footy was that big in Oz. It's like, I mean, it's the most played grassroots level sport. It's the most played team sport in Australia. But at a higher level in terms of like the A-League, we just don't have the support that other countries do, which is unfortunate. But it is the most played team sport in Australia. Went from D3 to C2 to lower D3. Oh, unlucky. Hey, at least you made a way up there. I'd thought AFL or NRL. No. Soccer, like soccer, football is the most played team sport. NRL is mainly on like the east of Australia, right? Although there is meant to be like a WA team at some point soon, but like I think it's primarily an eastern state sort of sport, and AFL is more across Australia if I'm correct, but it's not in my local area, so I don't care about it, and I haven't really thought about it. I would have thought we'd be in a game by now, I'm going to be honest. It's taking a while. I may as well do the Steam sign while I wait. The profile is private, PJ. If you're here, I cannot sign it. Your profile is private. Feel like I'm drifting away. NRL is still pretty big in Sid. Oh yeah, NRL is big on the East Coast for the most part, but it's not that massive on the Western states. I feel like we shouldn't be using that as a negative word. I think, Mo, to be honest. I just personally, Zach, I don't care about AFL because there's no local team for me to support. If there was like a Newcastle team, I wouldn't I would possibly be interested in the sport, but there's nothing local for me, so I don't care. I just don't like it. Yeah, but we shouldn't be using that we shouldn't be using that to push our negative thoughts on things, right? That shouldn't be what we're doing, really. Get a free top 12? A-dubs. Say it. I just don't want to, like... I mean, I would say it. I just don't want to... I don't want to say the message. You know what I mean? In any other context, I would. But in this case... Novocastrian, I am, yes. NRL is boring. I personally don't find NRL or AFL interesting to watch myself, to be honest. But I also will watch it if it's on. Instead of Origin, only time I watch NRL. I do watch Origin every once in a while. No questions too. I did know that, actually. Okay, no, wait. P or pause in chat. Oh, they just say type pause in game, I guess, for this. We're gonna get World Cup predictions? I mean, probably not. My content isn't very based on football, so probably not. Oh, I haven't changed the team names. No. Reset series score. Champs. Please don't join. Please don't join. Please don't join. Hurry up. Get that. We're good to go. I got it in time. How good? How good? Money, bro, you gotta? What? I don't think I have to. The disrespect, test cricket is the best thing to watch. I personally don't enjoy cricket either, but like, I didn't mind watching it. Caleb double to start us off. Very nice. Alright, probably moving away from sports talk as much as I have been, but I actually didn't mind watching some of the test cricket with some mates, but it's not something I'd actively sit and watch with nothing else to do. Cark up. That's the side ball. Touch in field towards Hunter. Rez. Keeps it in bound. Finds Dougie. That's a good play. Very quickly tied up. Wait, since when is Misty on this roster? I'm pretty sure Misty was the sub last event. And he is technically the sub now, but Mock is unavailable for the event. He must be unavailable for the whole weekend, but he said he was going to watch football. Caleb drops that down. Like, he said he was watching football, or like, as in NRL. So I don't know if he's gone somewhere to watch NRL the entire weekend. I don't know what's happening there, but that's the reasoning he gave for not being here. Dougie, that was a good pass. Just couldn't make the power from it. Hunt up to Kaka. Nice 1-2 combination again. Misty with the save. I don't think it was going in anyway. Dougie from the corner. Good 50 from Caleb towards the center. Hunt up. Now Caleb. Good shot and no save coming through. Too much power on it. 3-1. Misty is a very good player. For the most part, that's a 4-1. Yeah, Misty is a good player. He sort of, you know, sits around that top 6 a lot of the time with whatever team he plays on. But he could definitely be a main player on a roster if he wanted to, and he was until Open 4. I'm not sure the whole discussion behind it. Mock knowing he wasn't going to be overly available, I guess, and wanting someone to fill in. They're all mates at the end of the day as well, so I'm sure that has a relatively big factor as Kaka. I didn't think he was going to get that. I thought it was a relatively clear-cut save from Misty. He didn't find it, and now the referee's skipping replays as well. I didn't think he was meant to do that. But he has now. Slow down play from Kaka. Followed up by Caleb. 6-1. The Bulldogs have a very good record against the champs. And they've scored high scoring games against the champs before, but right now, this is looking very good for the Bulldogs. To be fair, I was asked if I wanted to team stream for the champs at the start of the season, and Mock said, hey, it's probably not a long-term team. Caleb. He said it's not a long-term team. We'll probably only play Open 1. So I went, I might look for a team that's less... what is that preset from Hunter? So I went, I'll look for a team that's more invested. You know, we'll play more than Open 1. And since then, they've gone on to play every event. So, you know. Kaka dropping that down. Misty with the save. What's up, Hazard Goat? How are you doing, sir? Dougie around the corner. Now Hunt's up. Takes a 50 out wide. Rez will turn onto it. Has boost to work with. Misty out to the side wall. I think he wanted Rez to turn onto it. Just didn't on that occasion. Doing awesome. How about you, Monty Goat? I'm doing very, very bad. I feel like death right now. 1 second, my nose is blocked. 1 second, my nose is running. 1 second, my throat's sore. It's all just all over the place. Is this 2-0? This is upper bracket, yes, if that's what you mean. Not Swiss stage. Kaka. Oh yeah, it's not Swiss. No. We're on tomorrow, mate. Of course it's not Swiss. Hopefully this is the last one. That is the hope. Stay hydrated. I have been. But when you're in pain, drinking water, there's a problem. Good save from Caleb. Now Rez. Open that to score and won't miss that. Yeah, when you're sick and have a sore throat and drinking water hurts, it's not great. Kickoff strategies from the Bulldogs can really lead to anything. Dougie out to the side wall. We'll look to stay with it. You know, I've only got, what, another team stream and 2 main streams to do this weekend as Frez makes it 6-3. Really simple stuff. after a massive mistake. Gulp. I've also got a football game on Sunday to cast. Well, commentate. It's weird going through the two terms of casting and commentating. Because sportscasting is a term, but it's just not often used. Misty. Reset. So much power on that. Dougie just couldn't get over the shot. Hunter to the corner. Kaka. Misread that one. Might go for the pinch with Hunter. Didn't quite connect. And now Caleb has to get back for the save. Avoided the bump. Soccer? Yes, football soccer. I call it football. That's what it's called. Caleb looks to go for a bit of a plan B there. Didn't quite have the power behind it, but game one does go the way of the Bulldogs, and decent start for them. Hopefully we don't have any server crashing like we did beforehand. It's okay. You can be wrong. That's fine. I'm okay with it. You're allowed to be wrong. No server going down in between games this time. So that's a good sign. I think it was when we weren't just rolling over, like when we weren't readying up. I think that was the problem. So hopefully, I mean, it's not great that that is a problem, but I think it's better that that is a problem than the servers just going down after every game. Caleb. Yep, okay. I thought he was going to get challenged by Dougie, and he didn't. This has been a very awkward start to game two. That's a miss on the back wall, and Kaka opens the scoring. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's happened in this play. That felt very disjointed. Misty. Kaka couldn't get back to it. Misty on the counter. Gets past two. Has the pass down towards Rez. Cut out by Kaka. Dougie to the corner. Good touch on from Misty, but the double demo meant he couldn't get back to it. Or couldn't have a teammate get back to it, rather. Now Dougie. Looks at the back wall. Hunter off the back wall now. Drops it down. It's going to be Caleb to take the challenge out wide and looks for the Musty to put that one towards net. Rez gets behind it. Now Misty towards Rez again. Just the two of them. Not too sure who's going then. Double commit from the Bulldogs now, and it's not looking great overall gameplay from either team at this very moment. Kaka shot on denied. Dougie did well. Hunter will move that one back, and Caleb will center it across towards a teammate who didn't find it. Misty sidewall double towards Dougie. Good play, and a double commit from the Bulldogs again as Misty finds the infield towards Rez. Kaka. Touch forward from Dougie towards Caleb. Now he'll get a reset. Rez makes the stop. Hunter. Kaka up for this one. We'll drop it down, and Misty makes the save. I didn't think he was going to get there, but just able to. Too much on that one from Hunter. Now Caleb to the ceiling. Finds a reset. Drops it down. Misty with the clearance off the line again. And Kaka gets bumped. Goes past it too. Now Misty across to Dougie, and that's a double commit from the Bulldogs once more. I'm not liking these double commits. Caleb across to Kaka. Dougie out to the sidewall. Has Misty to drop it off too, and doesn't do so, but Kaka will find a ceiling touch. Wanting Caleb to play that one back in, and Hunter went too quickly. Caleb. Dropped it down. Hunter. Now Kaka. And Rez will play that back. Nothing really working for either team right now. Hunter looking to make that difference. And Kaka shot low. Rez will be behind it again. But no, as I said, neither team really making a difference right now. Kaka back to the corner. Now Caleb. Now Rez. Forward from Hunter. Misty out to the corner again. And Misty will stay behind it. Dougie gets bumped. Here's Hunter again from the sidewall. Looking to keep it close to him. Drops it down low. Things from Dougie finds Rez. Pinch across Kaka. Well, he didn't get a touch. Don't know if it was intentional or not, but he left it. And again, a double commit from the Bulldogs. Might work out for them. So Misty does very well. Rez. Tony boosting the tank. Won't grab the corner. Demo from Misty. Could have opened things up momentarily, but third had pushed forward from the champs. Misty to Rez. Across to Dougie. No touch, and if he found one, I think that would have been almost a certain goal. And again, Misty to the corner. Hunter. Caleb. Hunter getting bumped. It's still awkward as Caleb takes a 50. Kaka. No connection there. It's a very different game from game one, isn't it? It felt like both teams were connecting with those plays. Game two feels like no one's connecting with those plays, as Rez will have a relatively simple shot ahead of him. Was able to find the power behind it, just to make sure Kaka couldn't reach it. But tied up one apiece. Misty. To Dougie, cleared by Caleb. Rez was up very quickly to the play and will look to get back to it again. Kaka, only as far as Dougie, now Caleb, trying to find a sidewall skim forward. Misty will be the first to react. Now it's a race, Hunter and Rez. Hunter to the corner, Dougie will keep it alive, wants to find a cross to Misty, and he jumped too soon. Overtime in game two, Hunter will win the mid boost. Now it's Kaka, challenge on Misty. Spun out as well. Rez into the corner, won't get back to it. Caleb will. Clear across the dangerous area, and Dougie won't get the second touch. Caleb will force the 50. Dougie shot low, and we're tied up in the series. Well, I asked for 3-0-3-0, and the Bulldogs not providing that today, unfortunately. So, game three is the one to put someone onto series point. If they lose this, then we have to play them. They better win. I mean, you also have to play the champs who, you know, are a top 8 to 6 side. So either way, I wouldn't be too happy about playing either. Personally. That's just me. Top 6-7. Hazard, you missed it. We did play the 6-7 burgers in the first series today. Is this top 48? I saw that earlier, yes. When I woke up, yeah. Hunter. Takes a 50. Dougie will move that into the corner. No second touch there. It's going to be Misty again. Played it across towards Rez. He'll get a touch forward, and it's going to drop in. Rez. Not the best of goals, but it is the opener. Is this game live? This is live, yes. Sparky, thanks for the follow. Kaka. Rez back wall double. Just not quite able to get it. Caleb got a touch. And now looks to move it out to the sidewall. Gets by a couple. Dougie in field, and Kaka turns away from it. Now finds a corner ball. Hunter brought into play. Now it's Kaka again off the back wall. Finds a reset. Wants to keep the play, the momentum moving forward, but Dougie moves it the other way. Double across. Not too much height. Follow-up wasn't simple enough. Hunt up. Kaka with the challenge. Finals or semis? This is the upper bracket. What, semi-final technically? Drop down. Caleb will tie us up. But this is only the group stage of the event. Dougie. Challenge there. Down Misty. Kaka out to the side wall. Plays to the corner. Caleb will move it to the center again. Misty. Triple commit from the champs. Kaka looking to get a bump. Found it. Hunt up. Can he get back to the shot? He could. It was a matter of getting over the shot. Caleb. Why is Mock not playing? He is busy this weekend, apparently. Misty forward. Half the game gone, tied up at the moment. Doesn't seem as straightforward as potentially expected. 3-1s for the typical scoreline for the Bulldogs against the champs. Champs looking to find a closer series than that on this occasion. Kaka. That's a second touch to that one. Misty around the corner. Hunter. Kaka just hits that to the sidewall. I think he was hoping for a bit more of a pinch on it. Didn't happen. Caleb slow to react. Dougie. Lost out to Hunter in the end, but it's Misty's ball to play on to. Trying to double down dangerously. Caleb will clear. Keeps moving it forward. Dougie again. Drop down, and Hunter got a piece of it again. Fortuitous, I believe. And that's going to be a relatively open net. It's going to be an entirely open net. Hunter walks it home for 2-1. Rez. Misty back to Rez again. Hunter. Good save by Misty. Moving down into the sideline. Caleb will flick it up high. Dougie the first. Kaka to Hunter. Great placement on the play. And the champs couldn't stretch to the save. Minute remaining. 2-goal difference. Bulldogs should be able to close this one out from here. Kaka. Caleb. Drop down. Hunter will get that. And 4-1 now. Game 3 should be out of the equation. Caleb almost peaking off the back wall reset. Hunter now Caleb. Caleb drops it down. Hunter the back wall once more. Gonna be Kaka. Rez will move that to the midfield, but low boost, so Misty into cover. Hunter lost out possession. The pass was just too far out. Dougie couldn't get there. Caleb didn't either. Hunter will, trying to go for a double tap. Good speed from Caleb, but again, too far forward. I'm not sure what's going on for the Bulldogs. The play's just not quite connecting at the moment, but that will do for Game 3. And it is the Bulldogs that put themselves on series point and main event point. Win the next and they secure top 6. Which is absolutely the ideal situation for them. I'd imagine, I actually don't know where in the bracket they'd fall against the other teams in this situation. I'm not too sure if it's often the opposite one there. Let me have a quick look. I might be able to figure it out. The Game Vibes, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Let me see, just in the quick break here if I can figure it out. So, Bulldogs against Wild Card. So that across? Okay, that's how that works typically. So, I would imagine we would probably have a matchup with Power in the upper bracket tomorrow. Would be what I'd expect. Oh, the game has started, and this isn't working. There we go. Oh, Dougie's scored the first there. Apologies for that. Your real name is Greg. What? Misty. Reset. Rez. Keeping it in. I think the clowns, that's a different one. The champs are looking for a bit more of the physicalness that they can bring. Caleb, though, has answered with his own. Damo and a bump, and Dougie won't save it. And the Bulldogs tie us up. Good play from Kaka. Getting the name wrong there is interesting. Calling them the clowns, not the champs, to be fair. There's not really a short name to call them, is there? It's a quote rather than an actual name. Kaka left it. Hunter reset. Wants to go again. Plays it off towards Caleb. Kaka plays it forward. We'll get a reset. Sticks by it. Good demo. Good bump from Caleb. Kaka will center it. Hunter in a race, and Misty won that one. And Dougie, well, I thought we were going to have another classic OCE own goal moment temporarily. Didn't happen. Caleb. Also, just to point out, I've seen a lot of people talking about that Laxon own goal, and they're talking about Sicky's own goal. They keep saying Season 7. It was not Season 7. It was Season 8. Just to alert everyone to the fact. Kaka. Now Caleb. Yo, that is a massive raid as Kaka puts that one in for 2-1. Wildcard Gaming with the raid of 54. Appreciate that. Hydrate. I also appreciate that. Zany, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Hope everyone's doing well. We are into what could be the final game here for the Bulldogs today. That is if the champs can't step up. Dougie across to Rez. On target. Caleb will make the stop. Dougie. Now Kaka. Misty on the back wall does well. Gets a reset over the top. Stays with it again. Caleb to the corner. And Dougie now putting the pressure on. Great speed from Rez. Hunter. Infield open net. Dougie is missed. Can he get back to it? No, he cannot. That is a big error from the champs. Quite simply has to be a goal as Misty centers that one again. Hunter out towards Kaka. Caleb sticks by it. 50 drops down. Kaka back wall. Won't double it, will he? Yes, he can, but just couldn't get the angle on it. Hunter will follow up. 3-1 game. And the Bulldogs now very comfortable. That play from Kaka. He just couldn't maneuver himself around for the shot himself, but he set up his team very nicely. As Kaka will make the stop on Rez there. Just set up a bit of a brick wall. Kaka across his own net. Low boost for him. Rez drops it down. Caleb missed it. Misty will keep it in. Wants to drop that off towards Dougie. Now it's Rez. Great play from Rez. That is fantastic. And this is one I hope that the referee doesn't skip. At the very least, Hunter's not going to skip it. Look at that. I mean, he gets the dunk on Hunter. The play in the sky is very interesting. I think Caleb was up there with him. And the game's back on. Dougie now shooting. Misty followed up. Hunter, demo from Kaka. Might just open the door momentarily, but Dougie does well just to control it. Stays behind it. Caleb for Kaka. Reset. Kaka back to it. And now Hunter. Caleb gets a reset. Oh, what a play. The Bulldogs just trying to force home the fourth. It would cement the game, it feels like, but it might be the other way. Demo from Caleb should ease some pressure. Hunter trying to find something on Misty. Now it's going to be Rez to clear towards Dougie. First touch allows him to keep it inbound. Got in front of Caleb there. Rez to Misty. Kaka saves. Misty leaves it. Dougie takes a challenge and Caleb will play that out. Rez infield. Back in again. Caleb makes the save. Won't get a touch there. Hunter will. Trying to find Caleb and maybe one last goal for the road. They just need the ball to touch ground. Do the Bulldogs to secure top 6. But they do it by scoring the 4th in a 6-goal game. And GGs are called. The Bulldogs get the job done on the Friday and cement themselves a place in the upper bracket tomorrow. GGs called from the players and chat and from me. GGs. That does bring us to a close. And, well, it means that brings us to the end of this event for the team streams. For me, on the OCE one, of course, I will be live tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. For the NA Rlcs. Tune in if there's any early morning gamers amongst it. Tune in for that one. Ground Zero will still be going. We'll get that one over there. Oh, he's watching my stream right now. But tune into the Strictly Business stream tomorrow as well. That will be there. And of course as well, do not miss it. 5 p.m. AEDT. We will be having a cheeky little OCE mainstream, of course, tomorrow for the top 6/top 8 matches. And then we, of course, have on Sunday the main event. Hope you all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure. It's been difficult with the sickness. Hopefully, I get some chance to recover heading into tomorrow. Lot of activity for me to do. But I appreciate you all hanging out with me. Jump in the raid. Go send GZ some love. I'm currently looking at myself, about to raid GZ as he's watching my stream. So that's a lot of fun. But thank you very much for tuning in. And I'll see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. AEDT for the Strictly Business NA group stage. Wrong account. No. Wait. Can I do it again? Wait. Can I do it? Can I save it? I might save it. I'm still live. I might save it. I think we're fine. I think we can... Wait, chat. Stick around. Get in the raid, please. Click join the raid again. Join the raid again. We need to send him. There was 88 in here. Send it over to him. We're still going. We're going still. Get back in. I need to send him the... No. Why does he have such a stupid name? Why does he have to have 000? What's he thinking? What is he thinking? Chat, get in the raid if you haven't, please. Oh, this is cooked. All right, he gets 23 viewers. Bye-bye, chat.